Episode 3. The Philosopher's Stone and the Alchemists who searched for it. The Secrets of Medieval Alchemy. For over 1,000 years, countless men and women dedicated their lives to finding an object many believed could change the world forever. Kings funded the search. Scholars risked their reputations. Mystics devoted entire lifetimes to deciphering its secrets. Some claimed it existed. Others believed it was merely a symbol. But all agreed on one thing. If the Philosopher's Stone could be found, nothing would ever be the same again. According to legend, this mysterious substance could transform ordinary metals into gold, heal disease, extend life, and unlock hidden truths about the universe itself. But what if the Philosopher's Stone was never really about gold? What if it represented something far deeper? Today, we'll explore one of history's greatest mysteries, the Philosopher's Stone. Then we'll meet the remarkable alchemists of the medieval and Renaissance worlds, who dedicated their lives to finding it. So, let's begin. Part 1. What was the Philosopher's Stone? The Philosopher's Stone is perhaps the most famous symbol in all of alchemy. For centuries, it was described as a miraculous substance capable of performing seemingly impossible feats. Ancient and medieval texts attribute 4 major powers to the stone: transmuting base metals into gold, producing the Elixir of Life, healing diseases, revealing hidden knowledge. Importantly, descriptions varied widely. Some alchemists described it as a red powder, others as a crystal, others as a wax-like substance. Some insisted it was physical, others believed it was entirely spiritual. This uncertainty is one of the reasons why the stone remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Part 2. Why gold? To understand the Philosopher's Stone, we first need to understand why alchemists cared so much about gold. Contrary to popular belief, most alchemists were not simply trying to become rich. Gold held profound symbolic significance. It was considered pure, incorruptible, eternal, perfect. Unlike iron, which rusts, or silver, which tarnishes, gold remains largely unchanged over time. To alchemists, gold represented the highest state of perfection that matter could achieve. They believed metals matured inside the earth. Lead was considered immature, gold was considered fully perfected. The Philosopher's Stone was thought to accelerate this natural process. In essence, the stone represented perfection itself. Part 3. The secret symbolism of the stone. Modern historians increasingly believe that many alchemists never intended the Philosopher's Stone to be understood literally. Instead, it functioned as a spiritual symbol. The stone represented enlightenment, wisdom, spiritual perfection, union with the divine. Many alchemical texts deliberately used coded language. This made interpretation difficult. For example, when an alchemist described transforming lead into gold, they may have been describing the transformation of the human soul. Lead represented ignorance. Gold represented wisdom. This symbolic interpretation aligns closely with Hermetic philosophy, which we discussed in our previous episode. The laboratory became a mirror of the inner self. The work of refining metals reflected the work of refining one's character. Part 4. The Great Work. One of the most important concepts in alchemy was known as the Great Work, or Magnum Opus. The Great Work referred to the process of creating the Philosopher's Stone. Different traditions described different stages, but a common sequence emerged. The first stage was blackening, known as nigredo. This represented decay, destruction, and the breaking down of old forms. Next came whitening, or albedo. This represented purification. Then came yellowing, known as crinitas. Finally came reddening, or rubedo. Rubidoux symbolized completion and perfection. These stages were often associated with both chemical procedures and spiritual transformation. The message was clear: before something can be perfected, it must first be transformed. Part 5. Did anyone ever claim to find it? Surprisingly, yes. Throughout history, several individuals claim to have created or discovered the Philosopher's Stone. One of the most famous was Nicolas Flamel. According to later legends, Flamel was a French scribe who successfully created the stone and achieved immense wealth. Stories claimed he mastered secret alchemical knowledge contained in an ancient manuscript. However, historians have found no reliable evidence that Flamel actually practiced alchemy to the extent later legends suggest. Most stories about him appeared centuries after his death. Nevertheless, his name became permanently associated with the Philosopher's Stone. Whether fact or fiction, the legend continues to fascinate people today. Part 6. The Golden Age of Medieval Alchemy. During the Middle Ages, alchemy spread throughout Europe. The knowledge arrived largely through translations of Arabic texts. Medieval scholars inherited centuries of accumulated knowledge from Egyptian, Greek, Persian, and Islamic sources. Monasteries, universities, and royal courts became centers of alchemical study. Unlike the popular image of secretive magicians, many alchemists were respected scholars. They studied natural philosophy, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, metallurgy. Alchemy was considered a serious intellectual pursuit. For many, it represented the cutting edge of scientific investigation. Part 7. Albertus Magnus and Roger Bacon. Two important figures associated with medieval alchemy were Albertus Magnus and Roger Bacon. Albertus Magnus was a Dominican friar and scholar who studied natural science extensively. He believed nature operated according to discoverable laws. Roger Bacon emphasized observation and experimentation. Centuries before the scientific method became formalized, Bacon argued that knowledge should be tested through experience rather than accepted solely through authority. While their alchemical beliefs may seem outdated today, their commitment to investigation helped pave the way for modern science. Part 8. Paracelsus, the revolutionary alchemist. As Europe entered the Renaissance, one alchemist transformed the field more than perhaps anyone else. His name was Paracelsus. Born in 1493, Paracelsus rejected many traditional ideas. Instead of focusing primarily on making gold, he emphasized on medicine. He believed chemistry could be used to heal disease. This was a radical shift. For Paracelsus, alchemy became a tool for understanding the human body. He introduced mineral-based treatments and challenged many accepted medical practices of his day. Some historians consider him one of the founders of toxicology and modern pharmacology. His work helped move alchemy closer to chemistry and medicine. Part 9. Why kings funded alchemists. The possibility of creating gold attracted powerful patrons. European monarchs often sponsored alchemists. Some rulers hoped to solve financial problems through transmutation. Others hoped to obtain the Elixir of Life. Royal courts across Europe employed alchemists, sometimes paying them enormous sums. Not surprisingly, this also attracted frauds. Many individuals falsely claimed to possess secret formulas. As a result, alchemy developed a mixed reputation. Some practitioners were genuine scholars. Others were opportunists seeking wealth and influence. Part 10. Isaac Newton's secret interest. One of the most surprising facts about alchemy is that it attracted some of history's greatest minds. Perhaps none is more famous than Isaac Newton. Most people know Newton for his work on gravity and physics. What many don't realize is that he spent decades studying alchemical texts. Historians estimate he wrote over 1 million words on alchemy. Newton believed alchemy contained clues about God's design of the universe. For him, science and spirituality were not separate pursuits. Both sought to uncover hidden truths. His involvement reminds us that the line between alchemy and science was once far less clear than we imagine today. Part 11. The Decline of Alchemy. By the 17th and 18th centuries, scientific methods became increasingly rigorous. Researchers demanded measurable evidence, repeatable experiments, mathematical explanations. Gradually, chemistry emerged as a separate discipline. Many mystical aspects of alchemy were abandoned. Yet alchemy's influence remained. Laboratory equipment, experimental techniques, chemical processes. Many foundations of modern chemistry originated within alchemical traditions. In a very real sense, chemistry was born from alchemy. Conclusion. The Philosopher's Stone may never have existed as a magical substance, but its importance cannot be measured by whether it was real. For centuries, it inspired humanity's search for perfection, wisdom, and transformation. The medieval and Renaissance alchemists who pursued it helped preserve knowledge, develop experimentation, and push humanity toward a deeper understanding of nature. They sought gold, they sought immortality, they sought hidden truths. And in doing so, they helped lay the foundations of the modern world. Our journey through alchemy is only getting started. In the next episodes, we'll explore the Elixir of Life and the quest for immortality, Chinese alchemy and the search for eternal life, Indian alchemy and Rasayana traditions, the Islamic Golden Age of alchemy, the secret alchemical experiments of Isaac Newton, how alchemy became modern chemistry, modern alchemy, artificial intelligence, transhumanism, and the search for human perfection. If you're fascinated by hidden history, ancient mysteries, philosophy, science, and the forgotten ideas that shaped civilization, subscribe now and join us for the entire series. Each episode builds on the last as we trace humanity's search for transformation, from ancient temples to modern technology. And let me know in the comments, do you think the Philosopher's Stone was a real substance, or a symbol of something much greater? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter of our alchemy series, Episode 4.